Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door is like the weirdest Mario game ever, because Nintendo was like not afraid to do some of the weirdest things ever. Intelligent Systems really pushed the limits with the Mario Brothers here, because there's just some things in this game that just outright surprised me still made it into it. Like, for instance, there's like a noose in the main town, and it's still there in the remake. Yet there's some things that we've already seen Nintendo has changed. For instance, like the graffiti on the back wall in the alley is no longer the same that it used to be. It used to have like some letters, almost like it was like gang symbols or something, and Nintendo changed it to like 2 dashed eyes. I mean, come on, they were N's. They could have just represented Mario and Luigi and could have just been the N for Nintendo. I mean, that's all they had to say it was. It didn't have to be a gang sign. Then you had that taped out dead body of a toad laying on the ground in one of the random houses with all the trash everywhere, which I believe they completely took it out of the remake, and I also think it was never even in the English version, only in Japan. Once again, just strange, Nintendo. But yeah, my point is this game is just all over the place. My point is Nintendo has been changing some small things around, and they haven't been leaving absolutely everything. As some things stay like the noose, there's some small changes to make sure that the game is more kid-friendly, I guess you can say, this time around. But at the same time, there's one blaring issue that's still in the game that I cannot believe Nintendo decided to keep the way it was. Or should I say 2 issues. First, today's video is sponsored by Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an awesome website to hit up for quick and instant deals on select digital titles across all the consoles. Yes, you got your Xbox, PlayStation 5, and even Nintendo Switch, where you can get great deals on digital content. You can just click the drop down, choose your console, and find great deals on select digital games and even eShop cards and DLC packs. Whether you're just a fan of Nintendo games or any other platform, you will find some type of deal for you. So feel free to click the link in my description down below in order to go find some deals of your own. And once again, big thanks to Instant Gaming for sponsoring today's video. Now, a lot of people might not understand what's going on. This might be their first time ever playing Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, so I'm not going to spoil the whole game or anything like that, but I will talk about one section of how you meet this character in the first place. So, in the second world of the game, you'll go to Bogley Woods, which is this really cool monochrome white, black, and gray themed wooded area with these little creatures called the Punies. And you eventually need to help them from a threat that's inside their great tree. But in order to get inside, you need the help of a specific character. The Puny will tell you in order to reach a specific switch to enter the tree, all they need is the power from somebody named Flurry, and that he knows somebody that's deep in the woods that can help. So you'd venture off in the woods into a lone house, which is pretty fancy. Once you get into the house, she claims that she cannot come out of her room until she regains her necklace that the Shadow Sirens have stolen. So you have to go back, get the necklace, and bring it back for her to actually come outside. Once you give her the necklace and she grabs it through the door, I'm not kidding, and I'm not changing anything with this video. I did not add any sound effects or music. This is how she comes out. Yeah, this is the weirdest scene ever. I mean, seriously, the music and then the disco ball blowing a kiss and then Mario's face, he's just stuck. Like, he doesn't even know what to do. Relax, everybody. Goombella is not thirsting. She's injured from the prior battle. But yeah, she loves Mario and just instantly decides to join the crew. And she also has physics. I mean, seeing this as a kid, I really could not believe it, considering the fact that she literally does not have clothes on. Nothing. She's wearing earrings, a bracelet, and she's got a necklace, but she has no clothes. It's just jewelry. She's just like showing off her jewelry, and she said, you know what, I'm not going to put anything on. And I swear, in the remake, Nintendo was definitely, surely going to put something on her, like a shirt or a dress, something for sure. Nope. What's actually kind of crazy is Nintendo kind of doubled down on this and added more flowers and made them extremely realistic this time around. And yeah, they just said, you know what? Madame Flurry is here to stay in the exact same way. But this kind of is going to resonate really well with a lot of fans of the original game because the fact that they're not changing a lot of things. Like, yes, there's some minor things that might be seen as like, okay, that's not good, like a taped outline of a dead Toad's body. That's a little different. But Madame Flurry is kind of an animated, made-up character for this game, so I can see where they're kind of looking at this because, you know what, you don't even know if that's what they are. Like, it could just be 2 puffy clouds in front of her. It's not. Well, surely she doesn't do anything too crazy, right, for her movesets. Well, she blows, and Mario holds onto her very tight. Hopefully that is her hand that he's holding. Let's talk about her moveset. One of her moves is called Body Slam. Yeah, she just jumps on the enemy chest first. they couldn't even come up with something a little bit better. Yeah, she's just throwing it all out there. I mean, I guess that's one way to go out. The next move she has is Gale Force, which she'll use to just pretty much blow away the competition. Yep, she can actually blow away some enemies off the entire battlefield. She has a move called Dodgy Fog, which can make Mario like Fog, where it's harder to hit him. This looks painful. But then she finally has a move called Lip Lock, where she will literally fly over to the enemy, grab them, and just start kissing all over them. Bowser, I want to come home. You know what? On second thought, there's a lot of kissing going on in Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Well, I guess it's not too... No, it's a lot. But yeah, I guess I am just kind of surprised that Nintendo didn't do anything with this remake, because we're used to seeing them do stuff like that. You know, patching things up and fixing things that were different a long time ago compared to modern day, and just kind of making it more Nintendo family friendly. But yeah, I guess I was just a little shocked by that part. I feel like Nintendo takes these risks a lot with just their spin-off games. You really don't see anything super crazy or outlandish with 2D or even 3D Mario games. It's really just the spin-offs, the Mario and Luigi's, the Paper Marios. I mean, Super Paper Mario had a floating butt-cheek enemy that literally farted. You have the Japanese version of Super Mario Kart where they actually drank champagne, and like a lot of it. And some of the newer Paper Mario games are just riddled with jokes that may or may not be adult-related. I'll let you be the judge of that. And honestly, it extends beyond just Mario games. I mean, they've done it in some of their other IPs, like even Pikmin, where Olimar finds out about drugs for the first time. Or even sometimes with Zelda, where like in Breath of the Wild, Link can run around in his underwear and make people uncomfortable. And honestly, I never really had a problem with this, because we know Nintendo was always aimed for everyone. Yes, their games can be seen as made for kids, but sometimes they have some things that are also made for adults, and just some funny, humorous moments for an older audience. Also, I thought this fact was funny. So in the original Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, there's no backside of the characters. It's always them facing forward. But now they actually have a backside, and you can see Madame Flurry's her big bag. I truly don't know what this video is anymore. But you know what? I'm glad they didn't change Madame Flurry, because they kept the game as OG as possible. Is it weird? Of course, it's always going to be weird to me that she's just out and about, but still, I'm glad that they're really keeping this game true to its nature from the GameCube. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about Madame Flurry, and what you think about the rest of the Paper Mario franchise, and any of these jokes in Nintendo games. But thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out, and I will see you all on the next one.